Okay. I'm a couple minutes early, but so be it. I've got a different camera angle. I've got a different camera up on a high tripod at an angle to the table and a wide view. And I just want to try that out. You know, when you're, I'm looking at these videos afterward and just trying to see, if I jump up on the shot or if I'm not aligned right or whatever I'm doing that might cause a missed shot or something. Or, reviewing the video. And it's better, an angled view is better than a straight on view in a perspective. So, and I've got a wide angle so I can see myself all the way around the table. So we'll see if that, just trying it out, trying something different. We'll see how it works. But I didn't play well last night, so I'm pretty motivated to try and get some discipline going. Mighty X, yeah, I should do Mighty X to warm up, and then people might start tuning in and I'll get to a different drill. So let me just do that. Let's do that to start here. What I noticed last night was, even though I was trying really hard to have a disciplined setup to the shot, I'm doing better, but I wasn't there every shot, and that's what caused some misses and some trouble. And then especially for me, because I'm really trying to drop into the optimal alignment, and it's not natural yet. Good shot to start the day. Pool isn't natural by definition. But what you practice over time, and it doesn't take long, starts to feel natural, and that's what so I just got to keep at it, and I've got to keep disciplined, because if I don't stay disciplined, then I just fall back into the old routine, and it's not, and you're not learning anything. That stroke right there, the warm-ups, every warm-up stroke felt perfectly in line. But like last night when I was shooting, there were times I'd get down on the ball and I'm like all over the place and I couldn't feel it. I know I wasn't lining up real well. Okay, better. I was watching Albin Ocean on a video last night. That guy, I mean, a lot of people don't like watching him because they say he's really slow. But what he is deliberate. He's always aligned perfectly for him. See, there it goes. So 4 good shots, and then all of a sudden, not there. So why is that? Wow. Same thing, went off to the right, and I took more time and care setting up. So how did it go crooked? How did my delivery go crooked? Did I rush it? I mean, okay. I mean, it's not rocket science. You just got to line up right. That's off, the spots are off a little. I'm going to remember, how do we me remember what the calibration is. It's not the grid, because I can do the grid. Oh, it's a menu item. That's right. You go to settings, and then you go to calibrate. I want to see. They look a little bit off. Yeah. Well, I mean, that looks pretty good. What if I go up? Yeah, see, that looks good as well. Okay. Let me give these calibration lines a little tweak, because that shows where the balls get spotted, because everything's based on these lines. So the I won't have to redo the setup for the drill. It'll automatically put the balls for the Mighty X drill on these lines. But I think they were not quite in the right place. I'm tweaking them a little bit. Okay. Make sure these look good. Maybe that one can go this way. Here. Yeah, I'm just doing one key press on the keyboard here. Nope, that one was good. That stays there. Okay. How about this one? I mean, that looks really good. Yeah, okay. I can move it a little bit. What about this one? Oop, wrong way. Okay. Okay. And then I think we right click and we hit stop calibration. And we're back to my drill. And so let's see if the ball locations have shifted satisfactorily. I like using this projector system, even with just something simple like this. Okay. I had just a touch of less spin, but it was a real good, I mean, it was a straight stroke. I hope my elbow's staying up. I'm paying attention to that as well. That spot is not in the right place. It's not straight. It's just a hair to the left of center. So it's making me have to cut the ball to pocket it. Now, see, why did that happen? I think I rushed the backstroke because I was struggling to find straight, and I don't know why. Why is one shot pure and then the very next shot is wonky? Nice. And the answer to the question is a rushed alignment. I was just watching of some, there's people in Vegas right now that are starting to live stream their matches. They're playing 9-ball at the BCA in Vegas right now on the 7-foot tables. And I'm watching the players, and they're probably just fine. They're good players, but they have no shot entry, none. They walk over to the shot, and they might look at it a little bit, and then they just get down like this. There's no standing back, visualizing, stepping in, and then they missed left and right. And honestly, that's what I'm doing when I struggle. And like when I missed the shot that I missed two shots ago. Well, that's a beautiful shot. Look at that. And that's what it is. That one had right spin on it. But the pocketing of the ball was never in doubt. And that's just care on the setup. I spent over 2 years fiddling with my dang fundamentals to figure out how to do it right for my 6'5" frame. So don't waste that by rushing your setup. Now, the higher the standard you want to play pool at, the harder it is. You either accept that or remain a mediocre player. There's one thing about these drills, though. You know, I'm shooting this drill, and it's this specific shot, and it's perfectly straight, and it's this exact distance. But then when you're playing a game, you're shooting this shot, which is a slight cut shot, and it's very, very close. And then you're inclined to not do the full routine and get into all the alignment, but you have to. You just do. At least that's the way mine works, because I'm always fighting the urge to shoot too fast. Okay, that's enough of a lecture. Let's concentrate on what we're doing. I'm going to shoot some Appleton 8-ball drills next. Nice. So that's an example right there. I just wanted to shoot, and I wasn't ready to shoot, and it was just. That's the difference. Nice. No. So I do that to this pocket to the right side more than to the left, which is weird because it's a straight-in shot. It shouldn't matter. Why? So I didn't miss by as much that time, but it's still, object ball went to the right side. So why am I doing that sometimes and others not? Care and setup. That's all there is to it. Q-tip looks pretty straight over the spot. Okay, I caught something there. I don't know what it was, but I could feel that. Now that's that mist that I'm doing to this side, to the right. Yeah, went off. And the warm-ups were straight, but the delivery was. I did something. I did a little jerk or something to go crooked. But what the heck was that? It might have something to do with that elbow settle issue that I talk about. So part of my setup is I got to make sure that my elbow's in the right place, so that it's got to be in the right place right from the start. It can't be working it into position in the warm-ups. It's got to be there from the start. Straight over the spot. Don't like that wrist position. End it with a good one. All right, I want to go back to the. Yesterday, I played a couple more of those Darren Appleton 8-ball drills, and frankly, they just kicked my butt. I need to watch the video of him doing it, but there's not a direct correlation. Sometimes it'd be nice, like my module on here for straight pull break shots has a scan code to bring up the video of me shooting it. I would love to see, where is it? Is it up here? Yeah, I would love to see a scan code on Darren Appleton's drill. And I'm questioning what pattern he's choosing and what route he's sending the cue ball, and I don't know. So let's see, which one was this? I mean, I don't want to do that one, but that's me being lazy, so let's just do it. Let's do this one. This one has no cue balls against the rail. The other one I was doing that I couldn't get through did have some cue balls, did have some balls on the rail. I should set this up from the other side so I don't get in the way of the projector. But I did this a couple of times successfully, and then a couple of times I failed, or more than a couple. I think it was when I was doing stripes, was it? What ball did I miss? Okay, so you can go solids or stripes. So the idea is to run out. I don't think, yeah, this one does not go in any particular order. I'm trying to remember. The goal here is you run solids or stripes, get position on the 8, and then run the other suit and shoot the 8. So you're shooting all 15 balls, but in that prescribed order. I'm trying to remember what pattern I did. I might have had the balls set up the wrong way a couple of times. I honestly don't mind. Well, that's going to be a hard route, though. I like getting rid of this 13 ball. I have to send the cue ball this way. I guess just back to center table. Problem is, it's too easy to hit either the 8 or that 5 ball coming through there. But the reason I'd like to clear it is because then every remaining stripe is above the 8. So potentially you can play position to the 8 easily from all of them. Like a stop shot on the 15 would be perfect to get on the 8. I'm going to try this ball. I don't know what pattern Darren Appleton shoots because I don't think I could find this one, but let me try this. Okay, well, if I hit a ball, it's no good. Yeah. So actually, that wasn't that hard coming between the 8 and the 5. But I've got to be able to come at a different angle so I come to center table and don't hit the 15. I'll give it another try. When you're doing drills like this, it's not about, you got to pay attention to what you're, this is the time to take your time and fiddle and make sure you're getting fit, because you want to reinforce. You want to make sure you're doing everything exactly the same every time. That's what the drill is for. It forces you to be disciplined. Because the balls are just sitting there, right? So it's about execution. There's no problem solving. Well, there's problem solving in finding patterns, but you're not breaking out clusters or anything. So it's just about execution. So this is the time to pay attention to your fundamentals. Okay. So that's good. I didn't get all the way to center table, but yeah, it's workable. So I can shoot the 11 or the 12. I mean, I'm looking at the numbers. I've actually got different balls in different places, but the 9. See, I can just slow roll the 9 and then shoot 10, 14, 11, and then I'd have to go from the 12 across. So what would be better would be to go, it'd be better to end the rack by going 12, 10, which gets you on the 15 to get on the 8. Okay, so we'll see. Oh. Okay. Well, I love these Darren Appleton drills for this reason. My cue ball isn't as good as it needs to be. I play too much general area, and I got to get more precise, and that's for my straight pool game. So I was trying to come across to have a shot on either the 11 or the 12. So let's be a little more specific on what we're doing here. Okay. So the difference that I'm doing is I'm paying attention to the Q-tip position more. I know that's something I rarely do. So I like going 11, 14, 12, 10, but that might not be smart. I don't know. Because if the 4, 7 aren't in the way, it's easy. But with the 4, 7 there, I got to be real specific about my position. So let's do it. I get there? Yeah. Well, that's not good. I got the right angle, but I'm over the 4. So that's okay. But still workable. Just want to come this way, and then I should get an angle on the 12. See, in my straight pool mind says if I butcher it, I should have a shot on the 10. I mean, that's true, but you want the 12 so you get that pattern of each ball leading naturally to the other. Okay. And I hit the 4. I had a pretty good route, but not great. So obviously I'm resetting shots because it's pointless to just start over from the beginning. You need to work on the shots that you mess up. And then, yes, you want to make it all the way through without a mistake. But don't just go right back to ball in hand with 15 on the table. Work on it. There we go. Too hard, though. So I was focused on not hitting the 4, and then I didn't get my speed correct. Okay, so let's see the whole thing again. The angle is here, right here, and past the 4. Okay. There we go. So the difference there was you are reminded of one of the things you got to do down on the ball is it's object ball, cue ball. And what by cue ball, I mean visualizing this spot. That's what you're doing when you're on your warm-ups, is you're visualizing that path. If you don't do that, that's where your cue ball goes wonky. So now I want to be, well, either angle works, but obviously I want to be on this side. Okay. So I did not get on the side of the ball I wanted to. So I can either, I've got very little angle. So the shot here is just get straight in. So I don't have to go to a rail. So what I'm doing now is paying attention to my setup, taking my time, sure it's correct, and everything's correct. More than I would, during a game, well, I guess it's the same thing, isn't it? Okay. Same thing, I'd like to clear the 5 and the 1. Although it's not necessary, obviously. There's a million different ways to go. All right. So now I've got a shot on the 8 that I would make. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do it the other way. Let's go, let's clear the upper balls and then go 2-6-1 or 6-2-1 and use the 5 as the key ball. I mean, it's not the best key ball, but I'm just doing that to challenge myself. Okay? I wonder if there's a way to set that delay for the monitor, for the projection to turn off with it's like any computer, after no input, it goes to sleep. I wonder if there's a way to extend it or turn it off. Okay, so now I need an angle, because it'd be nice to go 3, 2, 4, 6 to get on the 1. So either stop the cue ball or drop back or go forward. I like inside angle on this one, since I'm dead straight on it. Okay. Well, I didn't really get an inside angle. I wanted more, because I wanted to slide over for the 4, 6. So I could change my pattern now. I think it's probably wise. We'll go 4, 5. Okay. I'm not happy with that. Here I am practicing, just practicing, and I brush the rail going in. That's not a good sign. Okay, now we want position on both, but mostly the 4. Little angle is good. Okay. And I got no angle, and I elevated myself over the 6. So it's terrible. I can't shoot the 4 and get good position. Do I have a shot on the 1? I do. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put the cue ball, try and put the cue ball back where I wanted it, which is right there. Nope, I do not have a shot on the 1. Okay. So see how easily things can get screwed up? Now that I look at it, what I should have done is played position for the 6, because you just come all the way out here. 6, 4. 4 leads naturally to the 1. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. But now I got to go forward to come out to center. So it made it brutally difficult compared to what it should have been. Okay, now I got more angle than is comfortable to hold for the 1 over here. So I'm going to play the 1 over here and just make sure I get a rail. So I'm off the rail. Like that. Okay. And I'm pretty straight, so a little drawback. Drawback and off the rail, no side spin. Shot that I want to do again. So I was sitting pretty right here, but I made a bad decision because I need to play position for the 2 ball. And it wouldn't be bad either to play position for the 2 ball here. Well, yeah, it would, because you're flirting with getting with the 8. So I like this route. Oh, if you hit the 2 ball, it's no good. Okay. So 2 things come to mind. I need to make sure I hit the rail here. That's 1. See, I just caught myself. I didn't enter the shot correctly. That's what happens when you get involved in a game. You start rushing. I start rushing things. Now, how much better is that? Because now I can go to the 4 right now. Yeah, I can go 2, 4, and then come up here and use the 7 to get on the 8. Or I can just pinch the 2 and shoot the 7 still. Either way, I need to pinch the 2. Just hold the cue ball right there. Or as close as I can to there. Oh, now I can come straight back for the 7, and that's the right shot. Because there's no reason to be elevated and try and pinch that 7 when you're so far away, since I'm straight in. But I don't want to come all the way back to straight in on the 7. Stop. I said I didn't want to come all the way back. Oh, and I came back too far to be comfortable. So now I got to hit it too hard, but that's okay. We'll get it done. Nice. So the other thing that came to mind was that 8 ball. The other thing that came to mind was this. There's just these 3 left, right? Oh, no, there's a ball here. Okay, so there's a solid there. I'm pretending this is a solid. The other thing, I've got this angle. So what's wrong with coming out of the corner here? Well, okay, I can't come at a good angle on the 2 ball, but I can come to center table, and I'll have that same shot on the 6, and also a shot on the 4 if I don't like the shot on the 6. And the difference here is no danger of running into the 6. Okay. So now I'm coming out, so I can bounce the cue ball off the rail from the 2 to get on the 4. So same thing, I could shoot, this is almost, I'm straight in on the 4, I could do the same thing I just did, but because the cue ball is so much closer, this is better. So to shoot the 2 now, because I can control it. I'm not way back here elevated over the 4. And then I want to kind of pinch it, spin it a little bit, so I stay on this side of the shot line to the 4, if I can. Yeah. Well, I knew the pocket was going to be that big because of hitting it so soft. That's the advantage of having an angle. Now, this is not a good angle, see? If I have this angle, then it's very easy to just slide the cue ball here for the 8. But I'm very straight, so I've got a very small margin of error to pull back and get a good shot on the 8. So the better option is to just pull it straight back to here. And then I've got a very reasonable cut shot on the 8 there. And if you don't like that, you can just roll it into here and then shoot the 8 ball on this side. But either of those is better than trying to just draw the cue ball back 3 inches and try and get right there. I didn't drop back. I made it difficult there. I didn't drop back far enough. I want to come back here. System tried to shark me. Turned the lights off right when I was shooting. Okay, so I didn't make it through, so we're going to do it again. And again, I don't know what pattern Darren Appleton shot it in, and he may or may not have a pattern that he prefers. He may have just worked it out. I don't know. What did I do wrong? Oh, I left the ball behind. I got one ball in the wrong place. Oh, here it is. No, that's okay. Stripe solid, stripe solid, stripe solid. What do I have? Which ball do I have in the wrong place? What the heck? Oh. Oh, no, that's a stripe. Oh, this is a solid. Okay. All right. All right, let's run it out this time. And the last time I started with the 10, which I think is kind of tricky. I don't mind it though. I really don't. I think it's the right first shot. Well, that's the reason why it's the tricky shot. And maybe not the best first shot. So let's try something else. Since the 13's a good key ball, I'll begin with the, well, I mean, I could, oh, why don't I shoot the 9 first? So I could go 9 ball to the center table, or I could go back to, or I could go softly and shoot the 12 next. 13 does go, or the 15 does go in the side, but this ball has to go in the corner, or you'd want it to go in that corner. Okay, all right, okay. We're going to play the 12 after this. Okay. So that's touchy going for the 15 in the side. I think center table is the way to go. But I'm going to come over here to this side. Or try to at least. Yeah, not quite far enough. Well, that's what we got. Okay. I think we'll come across for 14, 13 and just go back and forth. Okay. Not terrible, but not great. So it actually ends up being 14, 11 to shoot the 10 here, to shoot the 13 in the side, which I don't particularly like. I'd rather stay above the 8 ball. Oh, I'm good here. I can draw back and go 11, 14, 13, but only if I do play good position. So let's play good position. Okay. No. I did that on the first run out. With that ball, with this ball, I shot it in and hit this ball. Oh man, I got on this shot pretty good too. All right. Well, that's why I'm doing this, because my cue ball isn't good enough. I need to get better cue balls. That's why I'm doing this. I mean, when you're in close quarters, you end up with big angles if you don't get the speed right. what it is. So probably better to go 13, 14. Just hold this. And it holds it very well. So do I want to hold this or do I want to cross the table? Definitely want to hold it. Okay. Okay. I wanted to shoot that just because. Just because I wanted to complete it. But the rules of this drill are, once you get shape on the 8, you shoot the others. So let's do that. So I already proved to myself that this ball is not a good key ball for the 8. It's too close to it. This one and this one are probably the best key balls because it sets you up, boom, boom. But then these two are also workable key balls. So let's go ahead and get rid of 726. I think that's a good plan. Okay. And a little bit less angle than I wanted. I think, do I want to go up to the 1 or the 4? I'm going to go this way. Yeah, I'm not especially excited about that. But I think it works because I can shoot the 4 on the side. That's not what I wanted. I just about missed it. So that's the laziness that can creep into my game. I need to be. I'm learning that it's the setup. I've got to be more exacting with my setup. And now I've got to be more exacting with my position. So I can go 4-5-1 or 4-1-5. Either way. It's easier to go 4-5-1 because all kinds of angles on this 5 I can hold and get that angle to. So we're not going to get carried away with the cue ball here. Yeah, that's the smart way to do it. And then, gotta come over and look. Here's straight, and I want to be here. Okay. And that's pretty good, I think. So before I shoot it, I'm forcing myself to do these things that I never do, which I got to start doing. Come over and look. Even though it's routine and I've done it a million times, you have to go look so that you get it right this time. Jeez, even all that care, and I still shot it into the right side of the pocket. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. All right, I had a failure there. And and that's not acceptable. So let's get a higher standard going. Come on. Like I said, I'm paying attention to my fundamentals and how everything feels more than I would during a game, because that's what practice is for. That's going to stifle you a little. Well, it shouldn't stifle you at all. It should make everything perfect. So I'm just going to try and do that pattern again, shooting stripes first, because I like it. I like the way it went. I'm really liking. I'm doing better eye patterns is what I'm doing. Better eye patterns. And that's part of my problem is I'm not paying enough attention to my Q-tip position on the cue ball. And that's why my cue ball isn't as good as it needs to be. Okay, now I'm straighter. I can still go forward the same way, but I'm much straighter. I got to cheat the pocket. So I can also draw back. It'd be really finicky to draw back and off the rail for 14 on the side. And I don't want to risk hitting any balls. So, yeah. All right, I've got enough angle. Okay, I think that was a good decision. So I like getting rid of the 15. I just really, really do. I don't know if I can get below it. I'd love to get below it right here. Nah, it's too finicky of a shot. Let's not do it. Let's just come back center table. Because I can go 11, 15. Okay, I'm not sure. We're going to come back here, though. See, now that's a lot better control and deliberation, and the cue ball is going right where I wanted it. It's not questionable, and, you know. Okay, so this is good. So I'm not so sure on this pattern, but 11, 15, then 14, 9 or 9, 14. Actually, 11 is the one I want to keep for key ball. So 9, 15, 14. Well, that's okay, but you got to get this right. I don't want to be on the high side of this 15. I got to be down here. So I can either draw back or go to the rail and get the right angle on the 14. So I don't know, this is probably not the most ideal pattern. That's okay. This is about execution. Yeah, good. Okay. So no rail. And it's going to be hard, but I want an angle on this ball. Actually, I could have this angle would work too. Okay, that's what we're doing. All right. Got the angle I needed, and I didn't hit the 4 ball. Good job. Okay, I didn't hit that the way I wanted. little bit questionable, but as long as I go to the rail and don't hit the 6, it'll be all right. Yeah. So the fact that I was bridging around the 5 and I had to change some weird bridge reminded me you've really got to be careful with your setup when you're doing something unusual where you're compromised. Oop, the 8 ball's not on the spot that it's supposed to be on. So same thing, I want to shoot the 8 just because to complete the process. Okay. So, all right. So where's that 8 ball? Black. All right, we made it through the stripes. So the cue ball stopped here. So we're going to run the solids from here. And that pattern I did worked out pretty good. I went 6, 1, 2, and then went to the up table balls. Oh, wait. Yeah. No, there was a time, I don't remember which one it was, where I shot this ball last. And that was terrible. Yeah, so that's why I'm clearing that 1 ball now. Okay, got it. Okay, a little bit different angle, but I like that shot. So should I go to the 3? Because now I have a clear path to come tight out of the corner to the 3. I think it's okay. Because even if I hit it too short, I'll have the 4 on the side, 7 in the corner. Yeah, so that's not bad. I think it's okay. All right, let's do it. Yeah, see, I hit it too soft, which still works for the 7. If I don't want to shoot the 3 right now, which I kind of don't from here, there's no reason to. So now I'm straight enough that I don't want to go to the rail because I'll have to pound it. But that means that my cue ball is going to be on this side of the 5. So all I can do is go to the rail and out for the 4. So there'll be 5, 4, 3. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I got pretty straight, which is okay in this instance. But I do want to pull back a little so I get that angle on the 3. I don't want to be straight on that 3. I actually have a little more angle than I thought. So I could go to the rail. I got to hit it hard, and I'd rather just pinch it. But if I pinch it softly, I'm going to be straight. So which do I want to do? That's so I actually I undercut it. It hit the rail, but that helped me because now I have the angle I need on the 3. So I got away with something, but that wasn't great. But what I did good was I made a firm decision before getting down on the ball. And so even though I know, I'm going to walk over here. Even though I just did this 10 minutes ago. And I've done it a million times in my career. Go look. No. Undercut that one as well. Okay, I made it through one. Let's do another drill. Now, just because you did it once, that doesn't mean nothing. I need to be doing it again and again and again until I get through it every time without any question. Oh, I remember this one. I think I had trouble with this one. Let's do it. Now, what I did wrong the first time I did this, I didn't realize it, but these circles here, it's meant to be a frozen ball, I think. Because this one, I did find a video of Darren shooting it, and I believe those balls on the rails were frozen. So let's go ahead and do it that way. And again, the numbers don't matter. It's solid stripe. This is 8 ball, I believe, if I remember correctly. So this ball looks like it's not frozen, but it's supposed to be on the rail, I think. Yeah, there. And I think we can start with ball in hand wherever we want. Let's look at the instructions. Start with ball in hand on a solid or stripe on the end rail, so either the 5 or the 10. I remember this one now, yeah. Run the suit chosen and play position on the 8, but don't shoot it, run the other suit. Same thing, can't touch other balls. Okay, so either the 5 or the 12. Now I remember I started with the 5 and I thought it was easy, and then I started with the 12 and had a much, or the ball up here, and I had a much harder time because I was trying to play position here. Now what Darren did when he ran this is he started here, but he did the same thing as me. He played position over here for the 14 to shoot the 13 in the side and roll forward for this ball. So let's go this way. But these balls are frozen now, so it's a little bit different. So for some reason, that shot is way easier from here with follow than from here with trying to draw it to the same place. Just saying. Okay, now this angle is a tight one. It matters, so let's get right in there. Okay, all that talk about getting the right angle, and I didn't get the right angle. So I'm actually going to go, I'm going to go down to the 9 instead of the 15. I'm going to try and stay high on the 9. High on the 9. That's it. I want a t-shirt that says that. Okay. I don't know if this is the best pattern, but this is natural to come to the 15, and I'm almost guaranteed to have an angle. And I can either go 12, 9 there, or I can draw back for 12 on the side. I remember that when Darren shot this ball, he shot it in this side pocket. Yeah, and by the way, if your pattern ends with 9, 11, that's beautiful. Stop, stop. It's just like straight pull. So maybe I should have done that. I should have come for the 12 over for the 15 to draw back. I don't know. But 12 isn't a good shot now, so we're going this way. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. Not straight, so that's good. It's actually perfect. Perfect angle. Do I want to draw? I can do either. I can draw back for the side or I can go to the corner. I think the corner is the right shot. You just don't want too much angle. I might have too much angle. No, I don't. I can hold it. Kind of have a lot of angle. It's kind of hard to hold, but it's so delicate. See, that's why I said you don't want too much angle because it's very delicate to try and go over to this rail and off. Touchy. At least for me, it's touchy. Oh, dang it. You see why that's trouble? I'm fine on the 11. It's easy to shoot the 11-8. So, as I was saying, I don't think this is the optimal pattern. I do not. Because you don't want this shot for the money. You want something much more straightforward, much easier. Okay, so we just want to bounce off the rail and be straight. That'll be fine with me. Okay. So perfect shot on the 8. So now we're going to run the solids. And the 2 is the easiest shot. And I'm going to play position for 4-7. Either one will work. Yeah, I remember when I ran this before. I shot the 4 now. I got position on the 4 now. This is the time to take it. Because you can play to the 6 or the 7 either way. And actually the 6 is better. Because you need to get real good on the 1. That's what you want. That's the key. You don't want some to be way over here or something. Okay, so check the angle. What angle am I going to get? Because I want to be able to go to the 1 easily, so I want this angle. Okay. Kind of didn't get the angle. Okay, well. I mean, I got to go to the 1. You're just prolonging things if you don't just go. You can't be afraid of it. So I want to be pretty straight because I can go to the 3 in the side or the 5 from the 1. That'll be position on the 5. Nope. And that's why you don't want a long, challenging shot on this 1. That 1 is the key. Oh, it's supposed to be frozen. I forgot. It wasn't frozen. Frozen makes it a lot easier, but I forgot. It's supposed to be frozen, and it wasn't. But you don't want this shot. You want that shot, which is why it's important to play the correct angle on this ball, which I didn't do. So that's 2 failures, 2. Yeah, it's so much easier to shoot that ball when it's frozen. Yeah, and I thought I was hitting it hard enough to get an angle, but I didn't. So this is actually, man, I'm gonna try and go forward twice across for the 3 in the side. But I gotta hit ball first, or well, actually, if I hit ball first, I could follow the 5 right in the pocket. That's the shot. So, and I have enough angle that I'm going to go to the head rail, side rail, and down into the zone for the 8. No spin. Uh-oh, scratching the side? Okay. Well, that was not a good shot. But we're still very reasonable here. Come on. Yep. So that's 3. That's 3 failures. 3 mulligans to get out here if I make this. I don't like missing that either. That reminds me of that shot that I did a short about it. Oh, I'm busy. Where Filler made this shot. Cue ball's like a 1/4 inch off the rail, and he's got to stop it dead for position. I actually made it without too many attempts. Nope, not today. But that's the it's all about that alignment. If you can get your alignment good, all you got to do is release the cue stick, and that ball goes in. But I failed. All right, let's see. 3 mulligans to get through this. Yay. Which balls do I have? All right, I'm just going to shoot. So I'm paying more attention to that alignment, to that setup that I was talking about, and it feels so much better. It feels like I'm entering into it more naturally without having to think about it. I came too far for that, so I'm going to change my pattern. Maybe not. Oops. Oops. Okay, a little different than last time. Okay. That's not good. I can't get past the 2. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay. I'm not going to shoot the, well, okay, I want to shoot it just for completion's sake, but I'm not going to. The rules are run the solids now, so let's do that. Not too far. And a little bit too far. But it'll be okay. Yeah. Thought that might happen. I got too much angle, so we're going to go to the 1, and then we got to come back around for that 7. 7 is the key. You got to get good on that 7. Okay. I mentioned this before. A ball in the center of the table is the hardest one to play position on. You're almost guaranteed to have an angle. You have to send the cue ball way up table or down or something to, unless you land perfectly straight. But I don't want to go to the 5. I mean, I could. No, we're going to go to the 2. Most options. You get the most options that way. I went too far. Went too far. See why it's so hard to play position on those balls? Now I'm hosed. Now I'm hosed. See why you don't want to do that? I should have put, you want to play those balls in the center of the table, you got to get them out of your pattern early. Now I'm going to pull off a miracle shot to try and get out. Two in the side. And I hit the 8 ball too. Okay. Now really, I had a much more reasonable shot than I was trying to let on there. But I didn't stroke it correctly. I didn't put it down. Nope. Oh wow, I hit the same thing. What the heck? I undercut the 2 ball both times. Well, I'm hitting it kind of soft, so I'm sure I'm getting some cling on that ball, but that's. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I said. It's not that unreasonable. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Yeah. I wanted to float forward a little farther. Okay. See, and this was what's critical. Like I said, there's no balls that are tied up or have to be broken out. This is just about execution, which means it's strictly about your fundamentals, just executing. And if you fail, you got to do it again. There's no excuse. It's just execution. That's why you got to get through it, because you're reinforcing, you're practicing and reinforcing your execution, doing everything correctly, because then you get out every time. That's how you got to play pool, because there's no mercy. Oh, God. Overhit the one ball. I shot that one ball. It went on the perfect trajectory because I wanted to hit the rail on the high side here, but then I went too far. If I had stopped straight in or this angle is ideal, because then you just cut it in, go to the head rail and down. You're on that ball. Piece of cake. Okay. I'm feeling myself get into the correct alignment without as much concentration. And then I'm really trying to get that final 2 seconds in that slow backstroke. That's what I need. So now I got more angle. I can't pull down to here like I did last time. So I've got that weird shot where I'm here. That caused me trouble before, but it's not going to cause me trouble this time. See? Now I can have that pattern where I go 10, 14, 8. Much better. Much better pattern. I didn't quite get straight, so that's touchy, because the one's in the way. The one's in the way of the ideal route. Go look. Go look before you shoot. Doesn't matter if you need to or not. Do it. Gives you a chance to relax and see everything. Okay, very reasonable. I'm going to make that 8 ball. Now let's run out the solids. Uh-oh. That's not what I wanted. I got too much angle on the one. Shoot. My speed was good. I didn't quite draw it enough. A little more draw, and I'm coming at this angle, and I'm coming back here. Okay. Well, if I was a left-hander, I might shoot this. Oh, okay. This is a classic pool shot. Just 2 rails out of the corner on the 5, down here for the 1. Just sitting perfect on it. Back in the old days when the cloth was slower, you'd shoot this shot all the time. Nowadays, the cloth is so fast, you'll see a lot of people, even the pros, cut this in and just go 1 rail and float down here. But it's the wrong angle because you want to be able to, I mean, you used to shoot this shot all the time and you'd play it cue ball out of the corner either to here or to here or to here, depending on what you're playing position for. You don't see them shoot that shot so much anymore. And I actually want, here I want to go to like almost the second diamond because then I'm coming off, you know, second, between the first and second, because then you're coming off into the zone where you have a good angle. And if you hit it too hard, you end up straight, which you don't want. But as long as you're hitting this rail and come off a little bit, you're good, which is pretty tight out of here. And that's why, where was that ball? It was sitting here, wasn't it? But you don't, I don't shoot this shot hardly at all anymore because the tables are so fast. You just float at 1 rail. That's what most people would do. In fact, I'm inclined to do it, even though I don't think it's the right shot. Yeah, so it's way too soft. And I didn't pocket the ball very well either. It's actually not, it wasn't that far out. I don't remember where that. Oh, it's way out here. Okay. And I had an angle like this. Yeah. No, this is perfectly reasonable. You see me drop into the shot again? Ugh. See, that's how you're supposed to shoot the shot. Off, hit the rail, and off. Perfect. See, if you float, you can scratch, you can stop here, you can use your rails. Use your rails. But this fast cloth, it encourages people to not use the rails. I hit the left side of the pocket. I hit the facing on the left. So I'm still not. All right, I'm going to do this once more because I didn't make it. I did not make it, so I got to do it again. And then I'm going to be done for today, at least for the live stream. And I'm going to go ahead and shoot the same pattern. Because why not? But there are other patterns, which I'll come back to it later. Where did I screw up? I got a ball in the wrong place. Yep, right there. All right. Much better this time. Much better. Yikes. Still not straight. Shot it into this side. The cue ball slide. Now I don't know if I want to go to the 10 again. This is where I got in trouble before because I went to the 9 and the 15 and then I missed the 10 and then I missed the 15, remember? All right, I'm doing this way. Oh, thank you. That was too soft, but I bounced off the rail. I hit that a little too soft, wasn't quite ready to shoot. Nice. Okay. I'm not going to miss that shot in the air. So now let's run the solids. I really want to go to the 6, go to the 1, but I mean, it's okay as long as you don't end up straight in. Give me a bounce. Yeah, I was afraid of coming too far, but I have an angle. So this one we can come up center table, just draw. We're coming out this way. We're going to stop on the 2 or go farther. We'll be good. Yeah, I thought it would go farther than that, but we're okay. We're not great, but we're okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and make the 7 the key ball. Okay, fair enough. That'll work. Give me a bounce and I'll be happy. Slightest bounce. A little more angle would have been okay. Would have been better, but that's all right. Oh my God. Why? Why? Ah, that's why. I got it. Man, oh man. I wasn't aligned right. I know looking at the camera, I looked exactly the same both times, but I wasn't. Even though I stood back here and entered the shot, I still entered it with my shoulder. I mean, way exaggerating. I entered it with my shoulder way too far, way forward. I didn't get my shoulder back to the correct alignment, which is that. See, when everything's in alignment, the cue stick just goes straight. You don't even have to think about it. It goes straight every time. But if your shoulder's even a little bit out, then you're compensating. You have to compensate to get the cue to go straight. That's one of my biggest troubles. That's why people miss. And they're like, how did I miss that easy shot? I just explained to you why. Pool's hard. You have to set up correctly every time. You can still make the ball if you don't set up correctly, but not with the consistency that you want. Okay, what ball did I put in the wrong place? Center pocket this time. A little bit different angle. Uh-oh. What are we going to do now? That's not good. It just made it a lot harder to get on the 15 grid. Ah, crap. Same thing, I didn't set up right. It was like right there. So, this ball is the one I screwed up on because I went too far forward. If I had played it correctly and gotten the angle, everything would have been like butter and bread. And that's what trips me up playing straight pool too. So easy. You think it's so easy, but it's easy to get the wrong angle as well. Now I know exactly how to hit this shot to get dead straight in every time. I do like this pattern though. Oh boy. There's another way to mess it up. But the pattern is still alive. Pattern's still alive. Okay, that's a good shot on the 8. I'll make that. So let's run the solid. Well, I wanted to go to the 6 next, and I don't. Oh boy, making it tricky. I'm getting a lot of messages. Short. I wanted to be past the. I want to be on this side to go to the 6 next. This is not good. Yeah, not good. Oh well. What are you going to do? Darn it! I didn't get anywhere near there anyway. All right, well, I don't have time to, I'm gonna come back to this one, this drill, because it just ate my lunch. That's what I was trying to do. That's what I was trying to do. A little too soft. Oh, give me the same shot I just missed earlier. Pretty much is. Pretty much is. Well, that's much better. Still, I mulligan. It took a mulligan to get through, so I still didn't make it through. Okay. All right. But that's good practice because it brought to the forefront of my mind the things I know I need to work on. It's getting that setup correct when you first enter the shot, and then 2 seconds at the cue ball before you do the final slow backstroke. All right, I got stuff to do. I'm not gonna. Well, yeah, nobody chatted anyway. But that's a pretty good practice session. That's only an hour and 3/4. I would love to keep shooting, complete this drill without any mistakes, and then either do another one or go back to the first drill I did and shoot for another 2 hours just on these 2 drills. Maybe one more, but probably just these 2. I mean, obviously, I and tons of other people can clear the table. It's not the point. Can you clear the table in the pattern you want with good speed control, pocketing the ball in the center, and proper fundamentals on every shot? It's slowing it all down and getting it all correct. That's the only way. So this is the practice I need so that when I do my high run attempts, I don't make dumb mistakes. All right, I got stuff to do. Goodbye. See you. Oh, actually, I will not be online live streaming until the week after next. Or I might do a live stream, but it'll be a surprise and it'll be a 7-foot table. So we'll see what happens. And stay tuned in case there's